Welcome to Entice Conversations. This is your girl Felicia here with my co-host,
This is Ernest, aka Esquire.
Mr. Esquire, Mr.
Hey.
Moore.
Hey.
Hey,
What's good?
what's going on?
How you doing?
I'm glad you're here. I'm
Humbled
glad
and
we're
honored.
here
Yes.
for episode 2.
Number 2. We got
2,
through
fam.
1. We on 2. Okay. I love it.
Me
We're
too.
getting there.
Yes.
We're getting there.
We are. So how are you feeling?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good.
What's new in Felicia's world?
What's new? Since last week?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. Might I add, she looked breathtaking in black, right? Absolutely. All the way down to the shoes. You can't see the shoes,
Can't see the shoes.
But
if you could.
Killing the game as always.
Love my shoes.
Yes.
Yes, I love my shoes.
You want to give the disclaimer?
Yes.
I think we might need it for this one.
Yes. I think for Entice After Dark. No. All right. So
Entice After Dark?
Entice.
You think we should do an Entice After Dark, fam?
Yeah. So we can go really, really into disclaimer before I say another word. This is for the grown and sexy. So that means if you have the family with you, the kids with you, put them away because we are about to get into some real grown folk conversations.
You know she's from Orlando.
So. I am.
Old town.
Little country. Little country. Yeah, put the babies away. We might go PG, PG-13, rated R.
What about rated X?
That's Entice After Dark.
Okay.
You have to whisper it when you say Entice After Dark.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So we got a lot of spin-offs here, right? We got the Entice After
Dark.
We got your dating thing that you trying to set up.
Yes, that's right. Can't wait to hear about that. But I haven't heard anything, so you shouldn't have heard anything because, like I said, with you dating, I'm vetting. Okay, all right. I need to know who my future sis-in-law is going to be. Okay, so yes, we have Entice After Dark, Enticing with Esquire. I'm just making up a name. We'll figure that out. Yeah. And yeah.
The essence. The refined essence of Esquire.
That's the dating? That's
No. That's just another
right.
segue in the show.
Yes, for the gentleman.
Yeah, because we gotta, just like Felicia's gonna give tips. So you ladies can walk the runway and make any walk your runway.
Yes.
I learned that from Felicia.
That's right.
Everywhere you walk is a runway.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Own that.
That's what I teach. Own the room. Yes. Yep. So
y'all should see her in action too. I hope we got some old footage. We might have to go find some old footage.
Oh gosh, no, let's make some new ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Yeah, let's make some new ones.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure it's out there though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we talking about today?
Ooh, we are talking about dating over 40. So
dating over 40.
Yeah, you have your dating when you were in your 20s and your 30s, but what is it like dating after 40?
Could you really answer that question?
No, I was 38.
See? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
I was 38, but I was dating with intention. Let's just,
Okay. So when people say dating with intention, what do they mean by that?
That means that they're not just dating just to date and just hang out with people.
What they dating for?
They're dating to have a significant other, someone be in a relationship with that person.
Okay.
So you have your dating, your free dating, like I'm just out here just dating, not smashing, but just dating around. And then
Hold on. Back up. There's dating, and then there's what's smashing?
uh,
Because I mean, you're going to use these terms. Maybe our audience doesn't know what that means.
I think they know what it means.
Well, let's be
Just the smashing when you have a body and a body that smashes. It kind of sounds like that.
She's giving the PG-13 version, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's
That's
when
all
you're
right.
getting your back broke if it's with the right person,
Okay.
because everyone can't break a back.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Yes, but yeah, it is also when you have to pull out that wop.
Pardon me?
When you have to pull out the wop.
I didn't know that's something you pull out.
Yeah, yeah, because everyone doesn't get to experience that. You might not get my juices flowing like they need to flow.
Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight.
Let's get into it.
Hold tight. Everybody doesn't know these acronyms that you're using, or the vernacular, or the context.
Okay.
So, what is WAP for the
WAP.
people that don't know?
So WAP is wet ass pussy.
And where did that come from?
It came from a rap artist.
See, see?
But it was on point. So,
Okay.
yeah, wet ass pussy.
So women can pull that out. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Or the men can actually extract it from her.
Yes, but see, most of us women, we operate up here.
I'm hip.
So if you're not able to tap into this, then the WAP is not flowing.
Y'all hear that, fellas?
It's
say that to the people in the back of the room.
I'm not giving you all them good juices. No, for what? No. We're gonna keep those juices to myself for the one that deserves it.
Can't. So just so we all understand, in order to get the WAP, you got to get the mind wet.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
So
putting them on game.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, you're right. Some people may not know what WAP is.
Some people don't. Right.
Yeah.
So we have to let them know about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
okay.
That's what it is. For you guys that's uptight, just relax. It's just a conversation. Okay.
Between two friends.
Between two friends and you guys. So yes. That's did you know what WAP was?
Well, I got daughters and I got sisters, so yeah, I knew what WAP was. But maybe they didn't know. So
oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
She always catches me off guard. So I was ready for this one. But I'm sure there's gonna come a time.
It's gonna come a time.
But she's gonna catch me off guard and I'm feel like I know she did not say that. But hey. This is intense conversations, and this is what we do.
That's what we do.
This is for the grown and sexy.
And I'm not holding back. No. I'm not holding back.
Okay. All right.
So, what do you want to know? I'll tell it.
Dating over 40. Let's dive into that.
Okay. Let's do that. All right. So, you're dating, and you're over 40. What is it like?
It's different. It's different than how it used to be. Okay. Even in my 30s and 40s, right? It was different.
Yeah.
Now everything is readily available. You have choices after choices after choices after choices. It is a buffet at its finest.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So you could have big, small, tall, short, black, white,
Right.
thin, fat, snatched, unsnatched. It's
Right.
so much out here. It's like a kid in a candy store.
That's how it
I
is.
want that. I 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 want that. I
So
want that. And
that's
then go back to the first one that you chose.
that's not dating with intention.
Well, I didn't say that it was dating with intention.
Right.
It's just that you have so many
Enjoying.
to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Does Mr. Moore have a type? I just want to know when it's this and that and this and that, which one is it? Who is getting the DM messages?
She's got to be tall.
Got to be tall. How would you? Okay, so that's on a dating site. You probably can see. But what if you see her like on Facebook?
She's got to be tall.
Mm-hmm.
She's got to be
What is
tall.
tall?
She's got to have class. She's got to be able to at least keep up with me dressing wise.
So she can look like a tree monster as long as she's tall.
I didn't say that. We get into this. Hold on. Wait a second. What is a tree monster? That don't sound
Continue.
good. Okay. That don't sound good.
Okay.
She's got to be, okay, so tall, classy.
Yes.
Dress well.
Mm-hmm.
Speaks well.
Mm.
We can work with the rest of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So does 38 count? Can I also have some input even though I was 38 when I started dating?
Absolutely.
Okay, because
Jump on in.
So in the beginning of the dating
Oh
time.
my gosh, she's taking it back.
Yes.
Okay, in the beginning.
There was just dating just to date, just to have a good time, just to get out the house and have a good time. But then I started seeing that there was games still. At this age, this is what we're doing because most of the people that I was dating were in their 40s at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So
you like men older?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I always have.
Put it out there.
Yeah, I always have. So the games were still being played. And I'm like, I experienced this in my 20s. Like, what is happening? But to your point of the buffet, if you will, I think that's why a lot of people are not trying to be serious because they do have so many options now. So, yeah. Then I started dating with intention because I don't have time to play. So, What is it that you're looking for? I'm asking for the real questions in the beginning. What is it that
what am I looking for?
Not you, when I was dating.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. What is that person looking for? Why are they out here in these streets? Mm-hmm. How long have you been single? Mm-hmm. Do you like being single? Yeah.
How about your last relationship?
And do you want kids? Because let's talk about that for a second.
You don't want no babies?
No.
Why not?
No, I'm good. I'm good. And I met a 48-year-old that wanted to have kids.
You know, mama?
No.
You don't be running back and forth to daycare and all that? No?
I'm going to move out the way so you can find your queen to give you your babies. Because she is not I, and I is not she.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. No babies.
No babies.
At a certain age, it's got to stop. Right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I only had a short amount of dating time, but yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah.
They lock it down.
Somebody's like, I gotta lock this
clink,
up.
Clink.
Quickly. I ain't mad. So.
Yes.
Did you know? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say some points
please,
for 20s versus 40s, right? So in your 20s that you're exploring more, like you doing more exploring, you're doing casual vibes. So you're just casually dating to get
Felicia, are you a
experience.
vibe?
Whole vibe. Not just a vibe, but a whole vibe.
I just want to
Yes.
ask because you
I
came
know
up with the
and our
vibe.
queens that's listening, they're a whole vibe too.
Right. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
yes. You know, we are nothing to be played with over here.
Clearly.
So in your 20s, you have less baggage, less life experience. And then you have that pure peer pressure of when are you going to get married? When are you going to have kids? You don't have to worry about those questions in your 40s,
Yeah.
you know, but in your 40s, you're dating once again with intention. You recognize certain flags. You're paying attention to things that you may or may not like, that you probably didn't do in your 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think.
All right. Well, maybe everybody's not dating with intention.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Just keep it
absolutely
100, though.
fine.
Keep it a man.
Yeah.
If you just dating to be smashing, then just go ahead and keep it above. Let them know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But don't tell them that you are trying to settle down and you're not.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm all for it if you want to smash or test a car before you drive or buy it. Yeah.
Kick the tires.
Kick the tires.
Open up the
Right.
hood.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's
see what's under
let's
this
see what's
hood
going
here.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But everyone don't deserve that.
That is true. Okay. I go for that.
So, yeah, I'm just saying, you know, date, have a good time. Don't feel pressured to have to do anything unless you want to.
Totally agree. Totally
Yeah.
agree. So that's a great perspective between the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, and how that all plays out and how it affects our enticed fan.
Right.
As it is up right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Have you had any bad dating experiences?
Oh, God, yes.
Me too.
Too many to name.
Yeah. One guy I went out on a lunch date with, he foamed up at the mouth the entire time. When I tell you, at both sides. Both sides, and the whole time we're talking, I'm like, you're not gonna take your tongue, just kind of lick. You don't feel the moisture, like, and it just got thicker and thicker, and I got more queasier and queasier. Like I can't almost. But the whole time I'm watching, like he's got it. He's gonna do it this time. He's gonna do it this time. No,
was that the only red flag though?
That was enough.
That was enough.
There is nothing you could have said.
Nothing.
If you can't pay attention to that.
Right. Could you feel that? I don't know.
I would hope so.
Okay. I don't know.
And at some point, you're not wiping your mouth. We're at lunch.
Yeah.
Why aren't you?
Yeah. Using a napkin to dab the excess food.
He walks me to my car and he says, "Can I take you out again?"
What'd you tell him?
Absolutely not, is what I said in my head. But as I told you guys in episode 1, I'm a ghoster. Yes.
With a capital G.
So yeah, you know, he probably left there feeling like, yeah, I did that. All right.
Hey, got that.
No.
Hello? Hello? Oh, that's
blocked.
You blocked them?
Blocked. Yeah. That's a great thing.
So let's talk about that, because again, we talk about dating in your 40s, right?
Yes.
And why are women so quick to block? Some.
I think that's another form of ghosting.
You think so?
Yes. Okay. So you don't even have to think about it. Like, it's just completely removed from your mind, hopefully. And you don't have to see them pop up on your call ID. You see this guy and it's like, I don't want to talk to him.
I ain't blocking nobody.
No, yeah,
I don't block.
they're
If
just
I
gonna
don't want
call
to
you
talk
from
to you,
another number.
right? If I don't want to talk to you, I ain't gonna talk to you.
Right. Okay.
Simple as that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Felicia,
Yes.
did you know the average cost, and this is nationwide, so this is average.
Okay.
The average cost for a date, $60. Average.
Average, where they going at $60? Okay.
So it actually ranges from, let's say, 20
Mm-hmm.
to 500.
Yeah, because now half of that is parking.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Right. You
Yeah.
gotta pay $20, $40 just to park.
Right.
But coming from a male perspective, if you're dating multiple women and you're spending $60 to $100 each date,
Right.
gets expensive.
I think that people need to do coffee shops or ice cream shops. Like, I don't think on a first date that you should just go all out 5-star restaurant. I wouldn't want that for my son or my brothers or anything. That's
Or
you
me.
add that and sorry.
See, I had to throw that in there.
I wouldn't want you. Yeah, I don't want you having to decide lights or dates. Lights on or dates. We're not doing that. Yeah, we're not doing that.
So coffee shops, ice cream.
Yeah, somewhere where you
Walk in the
can
park
really
is
get
different.
to right. You can really get to have a conversation because restaurants they're
Are
nice, but they
loud.
can get loud. They
Right.
can get a little loud. So
Right.
I think that somewhere quiet where you can just get to know each other and see if that vibe is there. But if you're trying to impress and you out here taking women, it don't even have to be a 5-star restaurant.
3, 4.
Yeah. You spending a good 200 plus.
Absolutely.
So are you expecting to get some ass? Let me say that again. Are you expecting to get some ass because you paid $200 plus for a meal?
Ha 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 ha. Ha. Ah, you know what side of the menu you order it from, right? Okay. No.
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 Okay. Okay.
Because again, right? The old
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay.
the more wiser, more mature gentlemen.
Mhm.
Nah.
Yeah, because it seems like that's
But it's gonna
expected.
happen. It's going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
How many $200 meals?
No, not on the first date. No. Mm-mm. No, no, no,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, yeah. That's
But
insane. $60
but as
though.
a gentleman,
Mhm.
you have to be prepared. You've
Right.
gotta be prepared.
It's and these days with everything online, you
Yeah.
can look at prices in the menu
Absolutely.
online. Yeah.
Do your homework, fellas, before you go out.
Right.
Know that this could get up to 100, 150. No.
So, do you tell her to pick the place?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay, because yeah, that
No, because
Yeah.
then she gonna go to the chart house or something. No,
Mhm.
no. I got this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, did you know they did a survey, and I don't know who they surveyed, but Chick-fil-A is the number 1 fast
Yes.
food
Yes, it is.
first date
Yes, it is.
restaurant.
Yes, it is.
How you feel about that? Would you take someone to Chick-fil-A on a first date?
Not on the first date. No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. No.
I'll sip my tea on that one.
I'm not taking anybody on a first date to Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So, but there's a difference between taking them there and taking them to a coffee shop.
Absolutely. I think so.
You're not gonna leave out of there smelling like a basket of fries.
That too. But, coffee shops, tea,
Mhm.
ice cream,
Right.
you know, we're getting to know one another without the smell of grease and chicken and so forth and so on.
Right.
Doesn't mean that we don't eat chicken, because yes, we do,
Mhm.
and the waffle fries and all. Yeah, everybody loves Chick-fil-A.
And
I
at
get
some
it.
point, if we get serious, we're gonna go to this Chick-fil-A.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Yes.
At what point in this whole dating scene
Mhm.
of us over 40
Okay.
does women take the man out?
Ooh, well, for me, we're in a relationship.
No, we're dating. We're not in a relationship yet. When is she going to start taking?
I don't have the answer to that question because I'm not taking you out to dinner.
Why?
Good
Why can't
question.
why can't you take him out on a date?
No, I would take my man out on a date, but not
I
a
get that.
date.
I get that. I
Yeah,
get
not
that.
I just
So
call
see,
me old school. I'm sorry.
I'm okay with old school. I'm so down with old school. But in this day and time where women want to be equal and they this and they that, and they make as much money as men, as some women make more than men,
Mhm.
why can't she take him out? Why can't she take him and go get ice cream or Chick-fil-A or
I mean, she
McDonald's?
could. She could.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when you say like, women want to be equal and they want to, they're making more money, but a lot of women
When it's convenient.
would like to let that man take charge.
When it's convenient.
Okay. I mean, I agree to disagree.
That's okay. No, because they want the power. They
Mhm.
want the head of household. They want the I'm raising these kids.
Right.
But you don't want to take a guy out for a date and you ain't getting smashed neither.
Yeah. Right.
No, I'm
No.
talking about
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
And she
No.
ain't getting none.
No. But
So we then ask, is this an investment? And if it is, an investment for what?
it's not an investment.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, no. No,
Because what
it's
are we paying for?
to eat. You gotta eat too. We
Why are
both are
we paying $200-300 to eat?
that's the restaurant you
And you know
chose.
what? Half the time, they don't even eat everything on their plate.
Shoulda went to Red Lobster.
They don't eat everything on their plate. I'm just keeping it a man. They don't. Y'all don't.
I do.
So that's 300. That's right. That's $300 wasted. And what do we get out of that?
So it goes back to my question. The ass. Expecting some ass.
There's got to be something at the end of this whatever. We're not going to just keep taking 4 or 5 different women out, $200 a
don't.
night. No,
Don't
no.
take 4 or 5 women out. Find you one, test drive that first, and then move on to the next if it's not working out.
That's a lemon.
That'll save you money.
So that's a lemon. So that's $200. That's $300 that you done wasted because you done been on multiple dates, only to find out after you kicked the tires, looked under the hood.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
you go on to the next one.
yeah.
You got to do this process all over again. I'm just speaking for the fellas out here.
And I'm thinking back. I have taken someone on a date before.
See?
But we hadn't already went on like 4 dates.
That's fine.
Yeah.
My question was, when will women start taking men out for dates that are not actually in a relationship?
I want to know what man is comfortable with her just reaching in her purse paying. It's just, I don't understand it.
Reach down in
Like, for you, to me, as a man, to be comfortable as she's getting her card and putting it on the table and you just back here like,
pay your way, your homeboy's way.
Have you ever heard of the boyfriend hug?
No.
Okay. So while we're talking about a man that is sitting back while a woman pays, the boyfriend hug is the man is hugged up behind her while she's in front at the register paying for whatever it is, whatever store that they're at. So his comfortable place is to support her back. He's hugging her from the back, and she's in the front and she's pulling out her wallet and she's paying. And that's called the boyfriend hug because he never pays. So I didn't know if you had heard of the boyfriend hug because it's a thing out here.
That's going to be another show.
Okay.
And that's going to be another show where I probably won't be dressed like this.
Okay.
Right.
What?
I might pull out my pastel blue 6-button suit
Oh.
with the matching shoes.
Okay.
With the hat that match and the cane.
Okay.
With my little diddy bop walk, because that's pimping. That's pimp. Listen, game recognized game.
Yeah.
Y'all call it a boyfriend hug. We call that pimping.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, I don't understand. It seemed like it should be awkward for a man to sit there and let a woman pay, but I don't know. I'm not a man, so.
Question. People over 40, do they have dating coaches? Because that's a thing now. It's a thing, right?
So I haven't heard about coaching, but I've heard about dating, like where they hook people up, but I think coaching is important. Yeah.
Why?
If you should do that.
I should do that?
Yeah. You should.
What should I do, Felicia? Be specific so that the fam will know.
Oh, okay. Well, you should teach them etiquette, how to make the woman feel special, and what to say, what not to say, where to go, where not to go.
See, when I do that, some women think that I've written this stuff down or I've said this to others before. And it's really not like that. It's just, from the music that I listen to, the books that I read, the experiences that I've had, when that moment comes, it just flows.
Yeah. Well, see, that's why you could do a class or a master class or something.
A mess?
TED Talk.
Doing TED Talk
Yeah,
on what?
because Mr. Foam at the corners of the mouth, he needed a coach.
Yeah,
he needed a coach.
Yeah, bless his heart.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
So
how would you feel about being a date coach for women?
I mean, I would. I think we all can learn something.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
hence the reason why we have our platform here, right?
Right.
We giving you some entertainment here. We both laughing, but we're also giving out some education as well. So okay.
Do you think when they listen to me, are they going to be like you, this old married lady? Like, we're not listening to you.
Oh,
I just threw that out.
Yeah, that's number one. Number two, yeah, you have the ultimate prize. You're married, so if you're dating with the intention to be married, you don't want to keep talking to single people about this. Like, you need to go find somebody who's married and gone through some of the trials and tribulations that you may be getting ready to, so that you can also avoid the landmines that are possibly out there.
Okay.
Dating over 40 also has baby mama drama and baby daddy drama.
Well, I would hope that your kids are about grown. And when did you have these kids?
Listen.
I don't wanna have to deal with that in my 40s.
You don't want
No.
to deal
I
with a
hope your kids are
15-year-old?
grown. Yeah, but to answer your question, I was a one child. I can only deal with one baby mama and had some terrible experiences with baby moms. So, yeah, but at this age, yeah, hope you have some grown kids.
Huh.
Yeah. But that's for you guys that like to date younger. So, yeah. How can you deal with that? Because she's probably 32, and yes, she has a 12-year-old or a 14-year-old. It's a possibility.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you got to deal with baby daddies.
We just had an election, right?
Mhm.
I know you're big on that. I know your mom's big on that.
Mhm.
Right? I know a lot of people listening are big on that. Would you date? Let me ask this to the. I'm gonna ask you, but I'm also asking the fam to comment on this as well.
Okay.
Would you date somebody that does not align with your party? So, for example, they're Republican, you're Democrat, or you're Republican, they're Democrat. Would you be able to?
Mm-mm.
No,
No.
unequally yoked.
Yes,
Okay.
that's very important to me. The same way that we need to have the same faith. Yeah, we got to be equally yoked for me.
Okay.
But
So
people
if
do it
I
all the
if I
time.
told y'all, you know, I'm not gonna do that because I won't. You know what? Yeah, I do like causing a little trouble. If
God,
I told y'all I
yeah.
voted for Trump, would y'all still want to date me then? Would I still be a dating coach then? Can I get the love then? I'm just asking.
No.
Okay.
Y'all gonna answer the question. I'm majority saying no.
You already know that, right?
I know
Yeah.
it. But y'all, prove my point. Yeah.
So you got that, right? So the politics, like you can't. That's a flag, right? That's a
Yeah.
big red flag, right? I
Right.
got you.
Yeah.
What about interracial?
That's fine.
So could we date over 40 that you've been, let's say you dated black all your life, and then all of a sudden, I'm sick of these dudes just get on my nerves.
You want to
I'm
go
gonna
little
find me a
pink?
snow, yeah,
Hey.
snow bunnies for the fellas. I'm just asking.
I
I'm
I
just
don't
asking.
listen because I'm all for listen, my queens. It is nothing wrong with it. Gonna get you a little pink.
Let me tell you something.
Like gonna get you a little pink.
Let me tell you something on the record.
Oh God.
It ain't happening.
You don't want a snow bunny?
No.
Okay. Okay.
And if for some reason I do get one, she gonna have Oprah money.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only way. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
So we'll get it.
We like what
We'll
we
dive
like.
into that another time.
Yeah, we like what we like though.
Yeah. And that's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But it's also nothing wrong with trying something different.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
Just not that.
Okay. 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 Well, Entice fam, listen. Let
She said
us
on
know.
that note.
Let us know what you guys thought about this conversation because this is an interesting one for sure. They're all
Absolutely.
interesting, but yeah, this one was one for the record. So let us know your experience for dating over 40.
Yeah.
We want to hear about it
We
for
do.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
you can get in our DM. Felicia will respond.
I will respond. I got you.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially
Yes.
for the women. Fellas, I got y'all.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta be, all I got you. Come see me. I got you.
See. Oh my god, I enjoyed our
I
talk.
always enjoy our conversations.
Yeah.
We'll be back in 7 days?
We'll be back in 7 days. So you
Yes.
guys, thanks for joining us. It
Absolutely.
was a good time. And join us again in 7 days.
7 days.
But in between time, make sure you go on our social media platforms, love, subscribe,
Comment. Say
yes,
hello.
say what's up.
Say what's up to the fam. Like, what's
Yeah.
up, Big Tice? How y'all doing? Everything good? I saw y'all last week.
Right,
Let us
yes,
know.
we would love
Yeah.
to hear that.
Yes.
But yes, do that, and we will see you next time, so have a good night.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.